end is not the beginning or the answer on the ferryboat of your mind.
Alright, welcome back to another build video. So today I have a special one for you. This is a camp that I built as part of my beginner to pro tutorial video that I posted recently. And I had a little bit of budget left and kind of an inkling to kind of do some more creative stuff with this camp, and so that's what I did. If you want to see the full build tutorial on how I built this, then check out that previous video. I'll probably link it down in the description. And yeah, so let me walk you around the outside. The kind of idea for this was I wanted to do a beginner camp that only used non-atomic shop items. So think about anything you get in game, so whether that's through quests, containers, you know, vendor plans, event plans, all that kind of stuff. Anything you can find in other player vendors. That's all here. There's no Atom Shop stuff here. I did have, I missed one or two, I think, in the tutorial video, but I took care of those here. And I did leave one, so if you can spot the one item that I left in, let me know down in the comments if you can see it. So, all right. So I did add a couple of things here to the side since the previous video. I merged this flag all the way down into this Blue Ridge Caravan truck bed, which you can get, I think, in some of the new events from this season. Get my porta potty. Just some odds and ends out here. Nothing too crazy. I beefed up this turret kind of defensive structure here with a concrete barrier. So, and you know, a little spike board as well, punchy board. And again, like I said in my tutorial video, which you should watch if you haven't yet, using the blackberry bushes instead of brambles can really help as well. Like if you don't have brambles, blackberry bushes are really good to kind of take your eye away from kind of imperfections and various things like that. Not much has really changed over here. It's all basically the same. I did add, I remembered that you can buy the chicken coop with gold bullion, so I added that here. Let me actually show you the entrance, kind of walk you through. Okay. So yeah, basic stuff. Got my crops over here. And like I said, chicken coop. Little picnic table to kind of hang out and watch other travelers and settlers and wanderers go by. I added the junkyard fountain here, which I thought kind of gave it a really nice scrappy look. It made sense for this, you know, kind of croppy area. I added the beehive as well here, which I believe you can also get with gold bullion. A couple things here and there. And I did add in, let's see, I added that grill over there. Oh, and this siren to kind of give a little height over here, to kind of vary up the height. So yeah. I don't normally add these Vault Boy statues into these camps, but the idea was that it was kind of a new player camp, and for some reason new players love adding these in there. Probably because it's one of the only things that they have, so, which I totally get. A lot of the stuff too, you'll probably see like these star balloons and a couple other things you can only get through the treasure hunter event that happens a couple times a year. So keep an eye out for that. A lot of those plans end up in player vendors as well. So, yeah. If you're in need of plans, go check out player vendors and see what you can find. Alright. Inside, I didn't really mix up too much stuff from the tutorial video that I did. But I did update some of the decor, just a tad. Otherwise, it's basically the same. Really nice, junky and scrappy. I don't use these shelves too much. I don't know why, honestly. But I did here, and they're really easy to do. I mean, if you're just using drop merging. Again, I covered in the tutorial, but it's really easy to do if you're kind of new to the game and you need something simple to kind of fill up your camp. It's super easy. Alright. Bedroom here. So the suitcase is a new one that Grom has. So Grom's a traveling merchant that kind of goes around. He's a super mutant with Chally, his Brahmin, pack Brahmin. So keep an eye out for him. So he's got a bunch of new plans as of this season. So yeah, check it out. A lot of these bottle and cappy Nuka-Cola decor you can get through the Nuka-Cola World on tour events. And there's even some, I think in some of the merchant, I forget the robot's name, but she's a merchant in Nuka-Cola World. And you can go get some plants from her as well. Alright. Then this is kind of the major update I did out here. So I added a foundation down there, so I can get down into the back, kind of like the backyard area. But everything else here is pretty much exactly the same. I didn't really touch a thing. I did add this, and I moved my brewing station down, and just added a little shelf over here with a couple of knickknacks and stuff. Nothing too crazy. Okay. And then, so I fenced this whole area off, and kind of created a little kind of backyard nook area thing. And again, you can't see the rug, but I added all those items onto a rug and then put it on top, of the patio table, merged it all down, so it sat down onto it, and looks halfway decent. Ended up adding in this sign here as well, the coolant sign, which I think looks pretty good back here. And something I don't really often use in my camp is this Fashnot bonfire. So what I actually did with this was I merged it down onto a rug, so that because the base of it kind of sticks up a little bit too much for my liking anyway. So I merged it down onto a rug, and then you can't see the rug here, but you can see it there. So, so only a little bit of it is sticking out. We don't have rocks, that are non-atomic shop, unfortunately, or else I was going to kind of do a whole kind of rock, circle it in rocks, but now what are you going to do? The pumpkins up there. So yeah, that's basically it. I mean, it's really small. I think I'm about like 98% budget. There's probably some things I could have added, but it was time to call it. But yeah, this is a really nice spot too. Oh, I think I forgot to show you where I was. I mean, if you couldn't tell, the Wayward is right there. So if you're just starting out, if you're new to camp building, the Wayward is kind of like the first quest you'll hit. So we got Fallout 76 here, and the Wayward is kind of just right down here. And you can build pretty much right next to it. And this is a nice little area here. It's, you know, like I said, not a lot of enemies. There's a spawn point kind of over there a little bit, if you can see that tent over there in the distance. There's some enemy spawns there that may or may not kind of come over, but nothing usually to worry about. So yeah, I hope you like this. Like again, I said during my tutorial, I really wanted to show that you could build something like really cool and immersive just using plans that you find in the game. And I really love how this turned out. I think it, you know, looks great. Obviously, I wish there was some things I could have used, but I'll be going into kind of atomic shop items and stuff in the future. And maybe I'll tweak this a little bit with kind of like my top favorite atomic shop items and stuff like that. So keep an eye out for that. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you dig this build and get some ideas for your next build. If you have any questions about it, how I did anything, please let me know in the comments. And like I said, the tutorial should be up, so keep an eye out for that as well. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Have a great day. I will talk to you later.